Budget Blinds. Visit their showroom or call today for a free in-home consultation.
Well, Lloydminster RCMP have released this week's Most Wanted list. 35-year-old Ryan Labiuk is wanted for breaking and entering as well as failing to appear in court. He's described as 6 feet tall, 199 pounds, with brown hair and eyes. Christopher Mullen is described as 5'5", 155 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. The 38-year-old is wanted for assault. And 20-year-old Jessica Gregoire is described as 5'2", 111 pounds, with blonde hair and blue eyes. She's wanted for failing to appear in court. Well, Lloydminster RCMP are taking new measures to prevent vehicle break-ins after an increase in theft over the past month. As part of the Crime Reduction Strategies Unit, officers conducted an exercise to identify why certain areas in the city are more prone to theft and ways to prevent it.
If people don't take and hide their valuables and they don't take the necessary measures to keep themselves safe, there is only so much that we can do. We can't prevent crime completely.
Based on overall call volumes, the detachment located hotspots in the city where the most break-and-enters occur. General duty officers then checked vehicles in those areas to see how many people left their doors unlocked or had valuables out in plain sight.
When we checked 30 different vehicles, we found 2 vehicles that were unlocked. One of them had the keys in the ignition. There was several vehicles, and there were 7 of them that had valuables that were visible. There were 3 wallets in plain view. We found 1 vehicle that actually had a firearm visible.
The RCMP have made several arrests in the past couple of weeks, including one last night in relation to break-and-enters.
We do talk to and interview our criminals whenever we arrest them, and some of them have told us that it's really easy. You know, if things are just laying there, it's not very hard for them to open a door and steal a wallet.
Constable Kurzinger says they're always looking for new ways to achieve their goals, and he hopes the new exercise will remind residents to be more mindful with their belongings. The detachment urges citizens to protect themselves from being targeted by locking their doors and not leaving valuables in view or unattended. Well, switching gears now, it's no secret the border city is growing, and that's part of the reason Mother Teresa Early Childhood Education Center is expanding their program. This to include not just kindergarten, but grade 1 and grade 2 as well. Well, right now the school has just 2 pre-kindergarten classes and 5 kindergarten classes and a pilot grade 1 class. Principal Christine Vince says they're excited to allow kids to stay in the center for longer.
This allows them to transition when they're a little bit older. They already have established routine and they trust the adults in the building. They're comfortable here, and our environment is tailored specifically to their age of development.
Vince says they plan to add 2 more grade 1 and grade 2 classes and are looking to hire more teachers.
The families are very excited that their children can stay here. We have most of our kindergartens that are committed to staying here for grade 1, and the students that we have in grade 1, they're very excited to allow their child to remain within our building for grade 2. We group our students to make sure that they're developing those friendships for when they move on. They have familiar faces in the new building.
And students from Mother Teresa typically transition to Father Gorman, St. Thomas, or St. Joseph's.